So hey guys, welcome again to our channel, and today we are going to do cascading style sheet or the CSS files. So what is CSS? It is basically the styling of an HTML document. So there are three types: inline, external and internal. And now in front of you there is an example where we give a tag or a class, and it has some values in it. So there are certain types of CSS rules and CSS properties. CSS rule is selector, then property, then colon, value, semicolon, and the brackets closed. The property and the value is in the brackets and the selector is outside the bracket. After that, the CSS properties: font, text, color, background, border and margin. Font, it has font family, font style and font size. Then you could use them as a single one: font, first style, then size, then family. Then there are text properties: text align, text decoration, text transformation. After that, letter spacing, word spacing, then the color, the tag and color, and then the color specified as shown here. After that, what we have to do is the background properties. So inside the background properties there is background color. The background color could be defined in any way. I will show you and I will explain it to you in another video, which will be coming very soon, maybe this week or in 2 or 3 days. After that, there is background image, the URL tag, and the URL inside of it is the path or the URL of the link, what we call it. After that, there are border properties. Inside the border properties there are border style, dotted, solid, then the border width, the pixels, points and percentages. After that, the border has a border width, style and color as a single one, which we have done before in the font, just like that. After that, it comes a margin. The margin properties are margin top, bottom, left or right, or the margin could be defined as this: the first one is top, the second one is bottom, then there is left, and then there is right. So after that, what we have to do is there are types of CSS. So as we have discussed, there are three types: inline, internal and the external style sheet. So in the inline, what we do is use the p tag. Inside of it the style as an attribute, and then is equal to, and in inverted commas the color, blue, font size and everything that we have done before could be used here. After that, the internal here we can see the p style goes with the every tag, but in the internal tag we could use it inside the head. After that, when we have used it inside the head, it would be applicable to every single p tag or any tag which we apply it to. Then comes the external, which we have to link. Which we have to link to our document, like this: the link rel, style sheet, types, text, CSS, href, type, theme.css. So this is how the theme.css is the URL, the href tag as we have used in the anchor tag, and your CSS will be connected. And now we are going to do what is left inside. So as we could see, there is the structure of the HTML here. Inside the structure, there I am typing some things. The h1 is CSS, the p tag, this is the p tag. So what we are going to do next is the syntax, as we have discussed before. I am going to show you right here what it is, and just stay with us and look at the video for a while. So as we have discussed before, the inline internal and external. In the inline we know what to do, but what to do when we have the internal style sheet. You could see just right here I am using a style tag and a style tag closing. Inside of it I am gonna do everything, and it's gonna be in the head. So here we get to see how we are using the inline style sheet. The h1 tag inside of it, and now we are going to save the css.html and gonna see how it looks like. So the css has a red color and we have defined the h1 to color red. So this is how we know this works. After that, let's play around with it for a little while and let's see what else we could do. So here I am using the BR tag. And we could see it has broke a line. So now we are going to give a h1 a border style, or just let's do a border. 2px solid red color. I think it's look pretty good. And now we have a solid 2px red border. Now let's see if we change some colors. We give a full red, a little bit less red, and we could see here it is, the yellow color, the FFFD05. So after that I'm gonna comment something out, and I think it's gonna be written down because it's the JavaScript commenting style. Now we are going to give the P a background color. So let's see how it works and what color we should give it. Aqua. I think it's look pretty good. And now we have a aqua color background on the P tag. So after that we are going to give body. Body is also a tag. We could also give it a specified what we want. So we are going to give a background image URL like this, as we have discussed, the inverted commas inside. But first let's do a background color, then we will change it to a background image. So RGB, most of you will know the red, green and blue. The numbering goes to 256 each, and we could mix different types of colors, so it makes an orange color and it's look pretty good. And gray for the background color of P. So this is what happens. After that we are going to give an inline style sheet. To P, but it's the wrong method. Right about now I'm doing it wrong, I know that. And why I'm doing this, I still don't know. So let's go along with it and let's see what happens with it if I do it like this. It's not gonna work, I think so. I've never tried it before. So let's see it works. Color pink and save. The p tag ending here and the new p tag starting here, so that we could see the difference between these. If it changes, it works. If it doesn't and it doesn't change, just a space between because of the p tag. Now let's see what if we do background color. It's not gonna work. It's just simple texture. So let's try something else. Style type, it doesn't work. So now I have changed it to the what we say it, inverted commas, and now it works. So remember, never forget inverted commas. Those are very important fucking bastards. So we could see the background color has changed to pink. After that, let's do a H2 and H3 and give it an external style sheet just for practice. Hello world, H2 and H3 have, what should we call it? Hello only. Nothing after that. So let's just make a new file. Give it the CSS format, H2 and brackets like this, then background, color, what should red, and inside of H3 we are going to do background. Let's just do a simple color, pink. How does it sound? Or orange. Save the file, give it a name css.css. So a new file has been created in the same directory as of our HTML document, and remember, it's very important that we do that. And now it doesn't work. Why? Let's see. Here is a problem. Do you know what it is? As we have discussed in the PPTs. And now, do you know what I removed? The type text/CSS, and now it will work. So thank you very much. Subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends, and we are going to come back. It's not that hard. You will get to know it very. CSS at